Share to the SC Dollars group. They'll let you do that from the blank spot page. So Grand Rising, everybody.
Good morning, y'all.
Thank y'all for jumping on and tuning in, guys. I'm Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
And this is the Blank Spot Academy. We come on every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about business and financial education. So, guys, if you're going to hang around, do us a favor, drop your city and state, like it, double tap the screen, or else we ain't got nothing to say. Mm-hmm. Share and tag, definitely tag somebody who is a business owner. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're in our personal groups or our business pages, make sure you like it and share. This is the only way that the information gets out. Hopefully, you'll find some value in the information we share today. This is Friday, y'all. Happy Financial Freedom Friday.
Happy Friday, y'all.
Tracy, thanks for jumping on. We got Linda
Tracy.
Over there. You in Eastover. You in the country still?
Hey, Linda.
All right. Balmy Breeze, what's going on? Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it. Treese. Latrice, thanks for jumping on. Appreciate y'all. So, we're going to get right to it. I'm excited, man. Man, listen, this thing has changed my whole outlook about our business, the entire outlook. So, one event can change the way you think about your business.
One event, y'all.
All it takes is the right event.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to lay it out there, man.
Listen.
Yeah. Oh, my
one
goodness.
event can really change the entire makeup of your business.
The
The
way you look at your business, the way you think about your business, and the way you allow other people to look at your business. Cindy Lou, Grand Rising.
Hello,
long
Cindy.
time no see indeed. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Thank y'all for jumping on, man. Listen, one event can shift the entire way that you think about your business.
Yeah.
Now we are dabbling in the crafting lane for all of the people who do crafts. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an industry that is, I want to say I think I did my research. It's like a 45, 46.
It's huge.
$1 million industry. I don't know. It might be billions of dollars. I don't know.
It's
a huge industry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Maya, hey, what's going on?
Hey, Maya.
How you doing, Maya? Can't wait to see you today.
Yes, our little ambassador
for
our expo, our youth ambassador. That's what we're going to call you, Maya. You're the youth ambassador for our My Crafty Business Expo. We are so excited to have you, honey.
So we went to an event yesterday, and I just got to say that if you are sitting behind your crafting desk, if you're sitting in front of your Crooked or your Silhouette, if you're sitting in front of your, if you're sitting in front of your brother cutting machine, or if you're doing some vinyl, if you are doing sublimation,
screen printing,
yeah,
DTF, white toner, if you're doing any kind of printing, I'm gonna need y'all to go to one of these expos.
If you sitting there and you're making things with your hands,
epoxy, yarn, hair yarn,
baking, whatever.
Tufting,
if you sitting,
whatever you doing, I'm gonna need you to get away from that craft desk, that craft room, and I need you to go visit one of these crafting type, printing type expos. Okay. Specifically
something geared specifically for your business, and your industry. Why? That's a good question. Why? Well, here's the thing. We all go to vending events. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We go to fairs. Mm-hmm. We go to places where we can actually sell our products.
Yeah.
We go to places where we can actually sell our products and our services. And that's cool because we want to make money. We're in business to make money, after all, But how many of you understand the world that's out there beyond your craft room or your customers? How many of y'all understand that?
Do y'all understand?
Kay, how you doing?
What's out there?
So
I don't know if you guys caught us live yesterday while we were walking around in the expo. But it was such an amazing event. Oh my God. I mean, just to get out there to see these, these businesses. And I'm not just talking about really big businesses. There were small businesses there as well. And it was just amazing to see what they had going on. I mean, the big businesses, of course, they had these huge machines and things like that there. And I'm like, how in the world did they get these huge machines here? And they are, they're so far away, but they have the capital and stuff to do it. But there were small businesses there as well, just representing, So it was just such a great way to see what's going on outside of the blank spot in here and, outside of your craft room. And there was so many people there. So we encourage you to get outside and go visit, one of these expos.
Now, the expo that we attended yesterday, there was no cover charge, but we still had to get there. So that means that you want to find an expo that's in your area. Finding an expo in your area is going to make all the difference as to how you actually plan and see. And
absolutely.
Have opportunity to ask questions. And I got to get some juice.
Yeah. So, see what's going on, in your area. The one that we went to yesterday was the
graphics
expo. It was the graphics expo. And it was catered more, it was catered around, of course, the printing, more of the printing type industry.
So how many of y'all print out there? How many of you are in the printing portion of this industry? How many of you guys either doing DTF printing? You may be doing sublimation transfers, DTF transfers. You may be doing
well, not just even just
printing,
printing it, putting it on shirts, selling,
so
selling that product.
You got to understand, guys. These guys were out here to sell their products.
Yeah.
And but that's not what we got out of it. They were there to sell their machines. Okay. Mm-hmm. They were there to sell their machines. And for anybody who is, and I don't want to get people kind of riled up. Mm-hmm. If for anybody who is in the mindset that I have to do everything by myself, you would have loved it. You'd have loved it. If you're not in the mindset of outsourcing, you would have loved what was going on, because I can buy this, I can buy that. They have financing available. You can get into debt there, all that good stuff.
There were people lined up at the financing tables. I mean, some of these companies, they'll finance it
right there on the spot.
Right there on the spot.
They had a bank there.
You had a huge, a bank there that was sponsoring. They were there. They were there to listen. Give me that money. Y'all want this machine? Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what this machine is doing. Yeah. And then you your eyes get so big, and you get on over there to that table.
But
you get that product.
Yesterday was about, for us, it was about networking. They had local businesses there as well. Yeah. We met a couple of local businesses that are doing some things that are similar to what we're doing.
Yep.
Some of them are at a larger level, a much larger level. But when we got home, we couldn't even wait till we got home to talk about it. We couldn't wait till we got home to talk about it. We were talking on the way home.
I think we was right there in Charlotte, and it doesn't take that long for us to get home. I think we was cruising because we was talking so much, about the event and everything. But it was definitely an eye opener. Professor, if you aren't here, I understand what you're saying about going to these events and maybe kind of rethinking some things and
these specific types of events.
Yeah.
So when you go to an expo, the expo is specifically intended for you to share your equipment, talk about your business, do demonstrations about your equipment, things like that. It's for exposure.
Yeah.
And these companies, these corporations were out there while we were looking for sublimation, and we were looking into sublimation and eco-solvent, right?
Well, yeah. We were looking for the print and cut machines.
Yeah, print and cut. Okay.
Eco-solvent.
We saw some cool UV.
We saw, the whole UV printing is getting ready to kind of blow up. So we saw that.
And it took a while. We actually saw somebody specifically out there selling sublimation blanks and also actually producing finished products.
Yes. Yeah.
We connected with those guys.
Connected with them. We
Tell them about the Epson person.
Well, before we connected with the Epson rep, we were passing by and I seen this table. Whenever I see sublimation, my eyes get big and I say, okay, we got to go over here.
Oh yeah.
So we saw this table and it said sublimation designing or something like that. And so we went over there and I could tell that it was the sew and cut or cut and sew, yeah. Sublimation, where they sub the big fabric and then they cut it and they sew it into shirts and all that stuff, because it was more all over. And so I went over there and I was like, okay, this is interesting. Well, the first thing I asked them was, do you guys have a paper distributor? Because we try to get our paper out there. Okay, we see that you're doing sublimation, so we're not afraid to ask, what paper are you using? Of course, they were like, oh, we have our own paper or something like that.
No, they didn't have their own paper.
They said they had paper or something. They had paper.
They weren't producing.
They weren't producing their own paper. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay,
they weren't producing their own paper.
So we started talking. I was like, okay, we have our own, paper line, things like that. And while we were talking to the, it was two individuals there. So a guy was in the back, just kind of listening, right? And so all of a sudden, when we started talking about ourselves and what we do, he came up front, and he gave me his card. And he was like, he said, I'm third generation.
Told us where his company was located. And what their vision was and what they're actually doing.
Yep.
And how they would like to connect with us.
Yeah.
On some projects and hopefully we can, actually come upon some, agreements with that. But
he told us where, where their factory was and things like that. And I was like, okay. So that was very interesting to me because I felt like he was kind of sitting back, or he would sit back and let, the people up front just kind of vet the people that were coming through. And then when he saw or heard something that interests him, then he came up to the forefront. Yeah. And then that's when he presented, his information.
And it was kind of like a movie, man, because they kind of stepped back like the Matrix.
Yeah, and they stepped back and see, okay, let's see if these people are serious, or let's see what they have to say, And we encountered that quite a few times, actually. Yeah. Quite a few times. And then we went over and we met the Epson rep out of Florida.
Tampa.
Their company actually services the East Coast when it comes to printers and things. And I saw the FI-70 sitting up there. I was like, okay, so this is an Epson rep. And they're also master distributors for stalls, which, we're resellers for stalls. So that was very interesting. I was like, okay, so they're Epson reps and they're master distributors for stalls. So we have got to talk to these people.
So yeah, we were kind of excited because we were looking for sublimation printers, and we had gone around we didn't make it to that side because we were going to a couple of classes.
Right.
So the second wave, when we walked around, we were able to see the Epson rep, and we were like, okay. He was like, well, this is the biggest printer that we brought out, which is the 570. Yeah. And he asked us, well, we're in the market, for printers. Mm-hmm. Of course we are. Mm-hmm. We always looking. We need a twin or a big brother or sister to this printer. Yeah. And tell them about,
Well, so we started talking with, I think you was live, and then you walked away for a second. And so, we started talking, exchanging information. And he was like, listen, he said, how about I invite you guys to come out to Tampa, to the warehouse. And because we told him what we were looking for as far as the next printer. He said, how about I invite you guys out to Tampa, because they have this brand new sublimation printer coming out, which is, of course, is a wider format that we have. But he wanted to invite us out so that he can give us a personal demo, in their warehouse of the printer. And so I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna send you all the information, we'll take care of everything. and we'll invite you guys out to Tampa. And I was like, okay, well that's pretty cool.
And things like that, you shouldn't take for granted. Especially when you're making connections. People are looking to see how serious you are. So basically we said, hey, we're looking for X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
Then he put the ball back in our court and said, hey, listen, you know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna want to invite you out to, see this thing in production, see
Yeah.
how it's looking. And it's not on the floor yet.
Right. But it's a brand new printer that they have coming out. So that was pretty cool. But you really have to get up there and talk. Because if you're not talking to them, then they don't know what you're looking for. They don't know. You have to really kind of sell your business and let them know what you're doing. We told him what we were doing, and he was like, okay, we can help with that. So
we were at the graphics expo.
Yes.
In Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
We currently we live in Columbia, South Carolina.
Yeah.
And we immediately, when we got back home and got settled in and everything, we started looking for different expos.
Yeah.
In our area. We started looking for different expos that we can actually drive to.
Yeah.
And even possibly participate in, because like I said, there were local businesses that were at the expo.
Yeah.
And smaller companies. And I would say smaller companies, but not knowing what their their situation was.
Yeah.
But there were smaller companies that were attending the expo and actually presenting in the expo. Now, I want to say this, and I'm gonna wait till D gets back to get deep, but I want to say this. If you guys are on the fence about your business, if you're wondering what you should be doing, if you're looking to take your business to the next level, I'm going to tell you right now, the first thing you need to do is get up out of your seat, get out of your crafting room, get out of your house, look for an expo that is near you, somewhere that you can go, something that is in your price range for travel.
Yeah.
Something that's in your price range for travel, and something that is going to fit your budget, because you have to see it for yourself. Mm-hmm. This specific expo, like all expos, mainly are about selling.
Okay? Yeah,
they're about displaying their equipment.
Mm-hmm.
We were in a class that said, and this is the funny thing. We're gonna get into it. We were in a class that said sublimation, right? It was supposed to be sublimation, like pros or something like that.
No, it was things that you could print
to make money in sublimation. Yeah. Things that you can print. Yeah, things that you can print to make money in sublimation. So the first thing we're thinking that, okay, hey, we're about to, get some information. We're about to see what's going on. We're about to come up. You know what I'm saying? And we get in there, and not gonna talk about the instructor.
Well, first off, the instructor was like, okay, this is what you're gonna get. It's this class is for the advanced person, right? That's we're like, okay. And then he started going over some things, and we was like,
once he got a slideshow up, he started going over some things.
Bottom line is, the class was misrepresented.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't, you weren't in there for what they said that you were in there for. You were in there because they were, they're a huge company that's selling
heat presses.
So I think people thought that they were coming in to get some information about basically
sublimation
specifically, but it was really about them selling their heat presses. But there was he had a whole syllabus catered to becoming, sublimation. Like if you're new to sublimation, but it was about selling the heat presses. So that we thought that was interesting. We sat through that,
And as far as the event being good, was it good? It was good for us.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good for us.
It was
and
good.
I'm gonna tell you why. Hey, Sparkling Jules, thanks for jumping on. I'm gonna tell you why. For me, it was good for me. It was good for me because, and I'm just gonna say it. We talked about it. We have put ourselves in this store in this area, and we have put ourselves in a box. And even though we have been out as far as on the social media sharing our business, even though we have been out, doing our best to share education about sublimation, about business, about business building, finance, even though we've been doing that, we've been selling ourselves short. We have a lot of connections, people who come in and connect with us on a business level. A lot of people directly and indirectly have made it plain to us that we're just a mom and pop store. And we know that we're not, and our vision is not. Mm-hmm. But seeing it yesterday reminded me of where we are going and where we should be, where we should be focusing. Mm-hmm. We're not just a mom and pop store. We're not just here for your convenience as far as, hey, come and get one thing, come and get two things. I'm going to come because I can't get it from my vendor type crap. No, we're looking for people who are wanting to buy.
We're looking for businesses
in mass.
Like mass.
We're looking for businesses that we can actually be distributors for. Yeah. We're looking to sell these products. Mm-hmm. We're looking to sell these products. Mm-hmm. We're looking for contracts. We're looking for people who want to use us as suppliers. Mm-hmm. That's what we're looking for. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, the onesies and twosies, there's always going to be that, and that's what it is. Yeah. But we've allowed.
But that's not our goal.
Yeah, we've allowed others to indirectly put us in a box, and we can't grow. We can't grow in that box. Right. That box is too tight. So it reminded me of what we are doing and why we started in the first place. Mm-hmm. Grand Rising, Mike. Thanks for jumping on. It reminded me. Yeah. So what did
it
you
just makes your vision bigger.
Yeah.
It was the same thing for me. It just the one thing that I got out of it is, I would say the one word for me was expansion.
Expansion.
It's time. We have been talking about it. But now it's time to really do it and really get this thing going. We've been at this business for, 2 years, but now it's time to expand, and just like I, went up to that company and I asked, hey, do you have a paper distributor? That is where we're going. Okay. We're looking to distribute to this paper, this ink to companies. So my word was
expansion.
And that's what I got out of it.
I like that, because when we started talking and we wanted to see if we were on the same sheet of music as far as where our business is going, we immediately both said, hey, you know what? We got to share this information with people, because we realize that everybody's not going to have the same vision for their business. We realize that everybody's not going to have the same vision for the business.
Yeah.
However, whatever your vision is for your business,
yeah,
I'm with you. If you want to stay where you are, definitely.
Yeah.
We want to share our experience with you, because our vision is much more than just having a local mom and pop store, being in the storefront where people can come and get, a 20-pack of paper, or one pack of paper, or one shirt.
And
we want to be distributed.
We'll have that, but then we're gonna have that warehouse where we're distributing, tons and tons and pallets.
Absolutely.
That's the vision for the blank spot.
That's the vision.
Okay. We're going to be, distributors for these companies that need us.
People are out there looking.
And
that's the thing, man. People are, first of all, when we talk to a company that actually focuses on sublimation, the gentleman that we talked to was an older gentleman. He said he had been doing this for 49 years.
49 years.
And he gave us a little bit of history of how he started, and who actually had some of the first machines in the U.S.
Yep.
And he named, watch this, he named some names. So let me pause for a minute. How do you search for the expos? The same way you asked that question, ma'am. Let me see. Want to make sure I'm addressing you correctly. The same way you ask that question, it's the same way you go and you say, what graphics expo is in my area?
printing
expo,
crafting
expo. You have to Google.
You have to search it that you can, you can
look on Eventbrite,
social media.
Yeah. So the same way that you're asking me that question, you put it into the search engine, expos in my area. That's the same way.
Yeah.
Same way. And it's not, I'm not trying to be funny, but you have the answers. We have the answers. Many of us are afraid to even take that step and look because of what we may find. We may find one in our town next week and it's free. But guess what? The other thing I wanted to bring up, how many of y'all have a job? Drop a number 3 in the comments. Anybody who has a regular 9-to-5 job, I want to show y'all something. Drop a number 3 in the comments.
It's time for a commercial break yet?
It is time for a commercial break. While y'all dropping those number 3s in the comments, we're going to take a short commercial break, guys. Check this out. We are having our first event. It is
Listen, y'all get excited because the Blank Spot is hosting our first annual My Crafty Business Expo, July 29th, guys, from 9 until 3 at the Medallion Center here in Columbia, South Carolina. We are so very excited about this event. We aim to bring all types of crafters, crafting creators together for this awesome event. It is going to be, again, July 29th at the Medallion Center in Columbia, South Carolina. You guys can go on Eventbrite and get your tickets for the low price of $12. If you want to become a vendor, there is a jot form also on the link tree, and Eric is putting everything inside of all of the social medias. You can find all the information there. So, guys, we're going to be having seminars. We're going to be having workshops dealing with business, okay?
Yeah, business.
Listen.
Important, y'all.
Business, things that you guys need to know to excel your business. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to have some demonstrations. So, guys, y'all really want to come to this event. Y'all really want to make time to see what's going on here in Columbia, South Carolina, okay? This is specifically for the crafting industry, for handmade crafts, things that you're doing with your hands. Come on out and check us out. We are excited about it. My Crafty Business Expo, sponsored by the Blank Spot.
So, guys, listen, even if you cannot attend, $12 is not a lot to actually donate. You can actually,
if you go to the link tree, the application
the
application is in the link tree for the vending.
Come on,
all the information.
Come on up. You're invited. You can stay at the resort.
You gonna stay at the McKinley Resort?
You can stay at the resort.
We got you.
We got you. You guys got to understand, man. Listen, if you've ever said anything about supporting a business, this is an event that we definitely need your support.
Yes.
Number one, we cannot get the information out without you.
Yes.
Number two, even if you can't come, make a donation to the event. Okay.
Yeah.
Make a donation to the event. That donation is going to go back to keeping up with and continuing to actually create more events.
Yes.
We're not asking for sponsors. We don't have any sponsors. We number one, the first thing you have to understand is when we start getting sponsors in events, they start wanting to dictate. What you can and can't do. Okay. Yeah. So we're not there yet, but we definitely want to put these things on to make sure this area, the local area and the surrounding areas, we're talking about Florida, we're talking about Georgia. North Carolina, Virginia, Alabama.
Yeah.
These are places, Tennessee, these are places that people have actually come and literally visited our store to purchase something. Why not take out some time if you can and go and come and visit our event and support that way.
Exactly.
Now, here's the thing. For all of you guys who dropped the number 3, how many of you guys have personal time off? You have PTO. See, instead of us saying, I cannot come because of my job, take a day. Take 2 days, 3 days, and invest those days into your business.
Absolutely.
Go to an event. not just an event to where you can actually go and vend and I'm going to try to make some money for my business. No, go and expose your business.
Exactly.
Share your business.
Yep.
Advertise your business. Market yourself.
Listen, you never know who might be there. It could be, and we talked about this. That one company could be the key that you need to get your business out there and grow your business. That one person that you talk to could make your business go from here to there. That one person.
Just because they saw something. Just because they saw something in you, just because you guys connected, just because you opened your mouth about your business.
Exactly.
We found a tape vendor, a heat tape vendor out there. And
based in the United States.
He's in Wisconsin.
You know, so we spoke with him and he was excited to just find somebody that was looking for heat tape, you know.
Yeah.
That, you know, because they all know that we go, you know, overseas for everything.
As a matter of fact, they're going overseas. So, it was funny. It's funny because, and we're going to get back on topic, but it's funny because one of the vendors out there asked us where were we getting our blanks from. So where are you getting your blanks from? Of course, we get them from Asia, right? And the first thing they said was, don't do that.
Don't do that.
You have to be careful because there are some shady vendors in Asia.
So Eric said,
I'm not the smartest person in the world.
Eric asked him, oh, so you guys manufacture here in the United States? Oh, no, we get everything. We have some vendors in Asia.
Yeah, we do too. So he asked
but you're
us,
telling us not to go over there. But all of y'all stuff is coming from there.
So he said, you know, about how he goes over there 4 or 5 times a year.
He goes to the factory, this, that, and the other. Okay.
Basically, what he was saying was that he verified vendors. However, when he asked us how much we were getting some of our supplies for, how much we were paying for some of our supplies.
Yeah.
And Dee gave him one number. She gave him one number and it went silent.
Yeah.
Because
I looked over and that joke was gone.
He asked us he asked us about the quality of our he asked us about the quality of our you know.
Well, when I told him you know, when I told him that
the price,
he was like, well, good quality. I was like, yep.
Why would we sell anything less?
You know, because we do our research. We test everything. You know, so it was great quality.
So I just, you know, you have to listen too because they're there to sell. And here's a great segue into a conversation that I had day before yesterday live, that I wanted to talk about a little bit. I'm going to briefly talk about this, about selling and closing a deal. They were there to sell. They were there to advertise, and they were there to sell.
Absolutely.
And
they ready to write you an invoice. One guy, it was a print. I think that printer might have been. It was $100,000. It was $90,000.
Yeah.
He was like, "I'll write your invoice right now." Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, I bet you will."
That was
Show me
the form board.
I bet you will.
There was a printer that was almost $100,000.
Yes.
That prints on form board. Okay. That prints on form board, and great opportunity. These are good for, you know, yard signs. It's good for, you know, campaigns and things like that. And I was like, you know, you can make a lot of money on this because, you know, there's a crooked politician in every city, you know what I'm saying? But he thought he was dealing with some suckers. A lot of those people thought that they were dealing with, you know, people who were overly excited to see equipment. We were excited. Nevertheless, our excitement was extended towards where we can actually take our business. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who have a problem with selling, for those of you who have a problem with communicating your product with your customers, I want you guys to understand something. Sales is about listening. Selling is about listening. Mm-hmm. Selling is about understanding what somebody is saying. Mm-hmm. It's about replying with the proper response to what they're saying. And then it's about simply asking the question of, have I satisfied any objections that you have about the item that I'm presenting to you? Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of that going on yesterday. Yeah. You know, but we have, you know, for me personally, I have really, in one trip, have really changed the view of our business and how I look at the blank spot We immediately started thinking about expansion of our store, of our products, how we sell our items, shifting to different items and being able to offer different things. We've immediately, thought about that. So
it's gonna be, it's gonna be some changes coming on.
Expansion.
Because of that word expansion. So y'all look out for it. We're excited about it.
And for those of you who may think, well, it's only been 2 years. We've been doing business in businesses for the last 8 years. This specific business, it has taken off quickly.
Yeah.
But I think that where we are physically and where we are struggling to stay away from mentally is the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
When we have to physically come into the store every day, and I'm going to be perfectly transparent with you and expect, hope, and wish that somebody comes through the door that day and hope that somebody's going to get on our website. See, we still have those issues as well today to purchase a product. The whole idea is very stressful. But if you can grow and build something that people are going to want, if you have the capital, the means, and the know-how to construct and erect something that somebody else wants, you can definitely hook up with somebody who is bigger than you.
It is not impossible.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible. It's not. I've seen it happen. I've seen, somebody that I'm, close to. They went to an expo and, was able to speak with the top person, at that company, and that company, sending them machines, this, that, and the other, only because they got out there and they talk to these people, not being afraid to talk up your business, no matter how small your business is. You have to talk your business up like it's a big business.
And it is,
you can't
guys.
think about your business as a small business, right? When these people see that you're serious and that you are passionate about your business, they'll be willing to talk to you.
Now, one other thing that we saw, because we went yesterday in our blanks spot polo shirts. We went in our business shirts.
Oh, yeah.
And D chose pink. And the blank spot pink or magenta, it stands out. And that's exactly what we wanted to do. And we talked to one gentleman and he said, I can't really see y'all because y'all camouflage. And he was being sarcastic because that pink is so bright.
It was so bright
and vibrant.
Yeah.
But what I did see is that there were business owners there who were probably smaller businesses like us.
Yeah.
Some couples and some individuals that they were not representing their brand.
Yeah.
They did not have their business attire on. I mean, we weren't dressed up. We had our logo on. We had our brand on.
And it was funny. I had my back turned talking to one vendor, and then all of a sudden I saw this lady. She was, because I had a purse backpack on, and I saw this lady. She the lady was back there, and I was like, well, who is she? What is she talking about? So she was back there saying, and look, she has her QR code on her keychain or something like that. And I'm thinking I had my purse on that had this big, but she saw this,
the hand sanitizer keychain with the QR code
and
on.
She was just talking about it like, wow, that's pretty neat, and it was a conversation piece, so when you go to these events, you want to make sure that you're representing your business, because people will ask about it. I mean, we went on a cruise for our anniversary, and we were sitting down, and we had on our baseball jerseys. On the back of the jersey was our QR code. So all of a sudden we're sitting there and this lady's back there scanning, the QR code.
Yeah.
And so we made a connection there. So you want to be your brand. You want to wear your brand everywhere, because that's how you are going to connect, with different people. So wear your brand. And
it's funny that people talk about branding, but then when they go to events, they don't wear their brand. They don't represent their business. Like I said, there were couples there. We saw some local individuals there as well that were dressed, casual, business casual, I would say. But this, I want y'all to understand something. This is the importance of wearing your brand. Double tap on this side if you want to continue to stay here. Appreciate y'all engaging. If you guys have not done so on YouTube and Facebook, I know we're engaged in the conversation, but guys, we need you guys to share this information.
Yes.
Share this information. Let people know that we're here, what we're talking about. Sharing it, double tapping allows other people to see it, to see what's going on.
Yeah.
So we saw some local people. We saw some people local that were there as well. And I'm gonna tell you, the people who were there representing the companies, it was very few of them, I believe, that were owners. They were employees.
Yeah.
They were employees.
Yeah.
Very few of them were owners. They were representing that company's brand.
Absolutely.
They had their logos of that company on.
Yep.
They had embroidered shirts. They had whatever they needed to have that company on. But it's like when we go out to events, we're not representing our business. So guys, if you're just jumping on, this is Eric.
And I'm Dillon.
And this is the Blank Spot Academy. We're located in Columbia, South Carolina. We come on every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time talking about business and financial education. We just attended the Graphics Expo in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was an amazing event, an amazing experience. We did not buy anything, no. But we went out there and we made some connections. We had flyers. We had flyers and pamphlets to our upcoming event. And we passed some information out. We met a young lady that lives in Atlanta. And she, per our conversation and being in the class, we actually, spoke with her. We spoke with a couple of other people, probably about 10 people altogether that we had an opportunity to sit down and actually talk to briefly to invite them to our expo. But it's about networking. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to give it back to you, D. I'm going to say this, and I want y'all to think about this. You can believe whatever you want to believe. You can listen to whomever you choose to listen to. I saw a clip on TikTok that had Nick Cannon. It was a short clip. It had Nick Cannon talking about, people talking about networking and, you have to go out and network. And he said, and I paraphrase, he said that you don't need to network with people. All you need to do is enhance your skill set and then get better at your craft, and people will find you. Make yourself valuable and people will find you. That's the biggest crock of horse crap I've ever heard.
No, you really need to get out and network.
If you sit there in your craft room, if you sit there in your office, if you sit there on your job doing your business, and all you're doing is having your head down, getting better at what you do, and you never reach out and tell somebody what it is that you're doing, or reach out or go to events and shake hands and, rub elbows and give out business cards and, give out samples or whatever you have. If you never do that,
you won't grow.
How is somebody going to find you? See, we're taking advice from people that
we staying in these craft rooms thinking that our business is just going to get out there by poof of nothing. I mean, it's not going to happen that way. And I understand, people, with introverts, I'm an introvert, but I understand that I have to be a situational extrovert. Okay. Because if I don't, we won't grow. So you have to get out. You have to listen. You have to get to a point where you can talk to somebody about your business. If you can't talk up your own business,
why are you in business?
You're gonna have some issues.
You could be as introverted as you want to be, but your bills ain't introverted.
Listen,
your bills are not introverted.
So you have to get that courage, okay? And that courage could be your why. What is your why? For you doing this business, okay? And that should be the reason that gets you to talking or get you to sharing your business, your why. What's your why for your bit? For why you're doing it? Maybe that'll be that one thing that'll help you. Just understanding your why.
I'm not giving away anything free to anybody. I'm not giving out any samples. This stuff costs too much. But every time you ship a product to somebody, you're giving away a card or a keychain,
Yeah.
or you're giving away something to somebody who's already purchased, and you find value in that.
Yeah.
But you don't find value in connecting with people that you don't know and giving out samples or giving out, small little cards. We have to think differently.
Yeah.
We have to consider thinking differently.
Yeah.
Grand Rising, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. And this is what we learned.
Yeah.
Now, from the information that we saw yesterday, like I said, we saw some local people that were there.
Yeah.
Some that, I don't remember anybody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got short-term memory. And, if you ain't in my face every day, it's going to be hard for me to, even remember your name. But we saw some people that that recognized us, and a couple of people that we recognized. And it's amazing the amount of people who are here in Columbia, South Carolina, that say
and
that
we
they're
saw maybe two people
that say that they're that say that they say that they're business
that
owners.
we knew.
They say that they want their business to grow, but they never even thought about looking for, let alone going to an event like that. And you know why? A lot of people are not thinking about that because their heads are too far buried into their current job
or situation.
situation.
Yeah.
It took us one day. And I know our situation is different. We don't work a job, but it took us one day to drive an hour and a half there, stay there for about 4 hours, 5 hours,
5 hours,
and then drive an hour and a half back.
Yeah,
because we didn't leave when it started. We got there for 11 o'clock, and we
left at 4. So 11
and we left at 4.
Yeah.
So even if we had jobs, we were serious about our business, we would have taken off because that's the type of people we are. But it's so many people right here that won't even drive 70 or 80 miles to an event that can change your life. We're too busy living vicariously through other people's eyes, listening to people who are so-called influencers that they're not on our level. Yeah. We're taking advice from mega stars and superstars that will not even give us the time of day. You can't touch them.
Yeah.
Can't touch them.
Yeah.
Let me see. Right, I went to my Chamber of Commerce meeting. Total small non-business presence. Well, I got a story about the Chamber of Commerce here in Columbia, South Carolina. I really do. I have a story.
It's about what you get from it.
It's about what you get from it. We didn't get anything out of it from the Chamber of Commerce. And because just as our experience.
But that was with another business.
That was with another business.
Our other business. So.
But what I found is that the Chamber of Commerce, it can be helpful.
It can be.
But it's it's about making connections.
Yeah.
It's about making
connections.
You have
to take it for what is
Hey, Raina, how you doing?
Work. Hey, Raina.
So, hey, Aisha, thanks for jumping on. So, I mean, you got to think about it. For the Chamber of Commerce, you don't have to pay a fee. You can actually pay like an entry to get in every meeting. I think it's pretty much like that everywhere. You can pay like $10, $15 per meeting, or you can pay for the membership.
Yeah, it depends on whatever you have available, what their rules are in your city.
But it is a form. So. It is a form of getting out there.
It is. It is. We went to a few meetings.
It's not free, yeah.
But you just have to take it for what it's worth. Okay, you just have to, know what it is, that they're offering that can help your business.
Yeah. And how you can actually how you can actually facilitate services for others as well. Yeah. And what they're willing to do. So the word of the day, the word of the rest of the year is expansion.
Expansion.
And it's not just physical, it's not just physical expansion as far as our business, but it's mental expansion. Yeah. We have to expand our minds.
That's what we got out of us attending the expo yesterday. It was an eye-opening experience. These companies, they were out there to meet people that, hey, they're ready to write you an invoice right now for $100,000 to buy this printer that costs $90,000. I was so amazed. He was like, "Yeah, this printer right here is about $90,000." And it wasn't that as much as they are very. Now, this is not their business. This is a company that they work for. Yeah. But they were very cavalier about sharing the information. We talked to the guy about the UV printer.
which in my eyes is very cost effective.
Yeah.
I think the biggest printer, the most cost effective one was like 25 grand, 24, something like that. And it did everything that we would need to do as far as UV printing. And I'm thinking, you know, that's a nice investment for our business to take it to another level, to be able to offer another service. Now, that service won't be a local service, and we already know that. That service may start off locally, but it won't be to everyday customers. It won't be to somebody, and no offense to anybody.
Yeah.
But it won't be to somebody who is a crafter, a home-based business owner, somebody who's just getting started.
Yeah.
This is going to be for somebody who is in business, someone who's looking for signage, someone who's looking for advertising, somebody like
Car
that.
wraps and things like
T-shirt,
that.
man, what's going on, man?
T-shirt, man.
You know, expansion. That's the word for the rest of the year, y'all. Expansion. Your mindset, your vision, your business.
Yep.
And going to an event like that, like I said, we got home and we immediately started looking for more events. Some that we were looking, okay, where can we vend? Where can we take our paper, our ink? Where can we take our specialty items and have them there and do some demonstrations? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I saw the post of Nick Cannon. I did. I mean, it was some good information, but I didn't agree with what he was saying about we do have to get better in our craft. We do have to get better in our business. We gotta be better. But I still think we got to network. I still think we have to network, because if we just get better and we just wait on somebody to find us, you know how long and how wrong that's gonna be. I'm just saying, we sitting at the house talking about, yeah, man, you know, I'm just getting better at my craft. Somebody gonna find me. Somebody looking for me. You know, we putting stuff out there, but we're not really connecting with people. It was a Mamaki.
It was a Mamaki. Let me show you.
Mamaki?
Let me show y'all.
I think it was a Mamaki UV printer. That's the bag right there.
I was looking for the thing that we had right here.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, to each his own. Everybody has their own opinion in what they do.
It was this Mamaki. This is some of the things that it'll do. This is the window clean.
Yeah. Now I don't think that was his point either, Los. But I know that from experience, there are a lot of people who take things literally, and that short clip, and this ain't directed directly to you, but that short clip, wherever it came from, that short clip, can be very deceptive to a lot of people, because now when people are networking and trying to go out there and expand their mind and share their business, they see that clip from a famous person, and then they say, "Oh, well, he said this or he said that," and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that's cool and all, but he ain't where I am. He ain't where I am. And that can work in different industries. Yeah. That can work in different industries for different people. But I'm gonna tell you, these guys, these vendors were out there naming people's names indirectly. And we were saying their names, but they were naming people's names that are in this industry, that have put themselves out there, and they're talking about,
and they're saying that, hey, we reached out.
Yeah, so that works. They have built a name for themselves, and they've used their customer base to share and build a name for themselves. But they're reaching out to people, but
people, they're not reaching back.
But the thing of it is, in order for somebody to reach out to you, they got to know that you're out there. So it works both ways. It works both ways. So whether you feel like you're a small business or whether you're thinking big, you're a big business. You're a big business. And it depends on where you want to take your business. What we don't teach is we don't teach confidence. We don't teach confidence. Yeah. We don't this is not a show of I'm going to motivate you. Yeah. We don't teach motivation. Your motivation should be your situation.
It should be your why.
Our situation, in my eyes, has gotten clouded by sitting in the store, not going out. Yeah. And our dreams and our vision was getting minimized by the interaction that we were having locally. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's in my eyes. Our vision has been minimized by what's happening locally. It's an idea about how you see yourself in the future.
Business. Yeah.
In the future. Now everybody ain't gonna agree. I get it, and we can all agree to disagree. But if you have been doing this for more than a decade, and you are still where you currently are, and you don't see any forward progress, and you're not happy, then you may want to reevaluate what you're doing and how you're doing it. That's just a recommendation. I'm not here to downplay what y'all doing. I'm not here to downplay anybody. After 2 years, I ain't happy. I ain't happy after 2 years. So I know somebody's been doing something for a decade or 2 decades. As I see people coming on these platforms, bickering back and forth about how much time they got in the game and how long they've been doing X, Y, and Z, and how knowledgeable they are. But you local. Now, if you're happy with being local, that's cool. But I'm not happy. I want more.
Expansion.
I want more. And we deserve more.
That's the word for the year.
And we can have more.
For us.
And we will have more. So that's all I got. You got something?
I'm good. I think we covered everything that our experience, from the expo. We just hope that you guys kind of get out and visit one so that you can, kind of get that experience,
So Raina says, you're right. If you stay inside, you are unaware of what's going on outside.
That's right.
2 weeks ago, I didn't go to my local, I want to say dollar store. I went the other day, and there's this whole new building next door.
Raina, you ain't know.
All it took was 2 weeks.
See?
That's all it takes. All it takes is 2 days.
Things can change
2 hours.
In a second. Because
there's people out there who are constantly building.
Yep.
While we getting our funks, we getting our, our moods and our ways, and we thinking, okay, everything's gonna stop because we stop.
The world is still growing.
Ain't stopping.
It's still growing.
People come in here on a regular basis and they say, hey man, you guys changed around. And they, then you got people that say, hey, you know what? You guys always changing around, and you hadn't been in here in 3 months. You hadn't been in 3 months. And if you haven't been here in 3 months, you either one, shopping somewhere else, or two, not doing your business. But you can't be doing both. You either shopping somewhere else or you're not doing your business. Which I can, either way, it's up to you. It's your choice. But things are not gonna stop and not gonna stop
because you stop.
You stop. So
things keep going.
So my name is Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
And this is the Blank Spot Academy, guys. We come on every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time talking about business and financial education. We do have an upcoming event. It is My Crafty Business Expo. Takes place July 29th at the Medallion Conference Center here in Columbia, South Carolina. Man, you got jokes. We need to catch up anyway, though, man. I saw you kind of in the background, kind of chilling. So I was gonna give you some time, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely connect with you today. But we got an event coming up, guys. If you're in driving distance, you definitely want to come and check this event out. This is the first crafting event that we've ever given at this size.
Yeah.
We have vendors that are already signed up
and approved.
We have food vendors that are going to be there. We have people who are going to be displaying their items for sale and telling about their business. We have classes. That we're going to be sharing, like Dee said. We got workshops and seminars. We're going to have subject matter experts getting up. Talking about processes and stuff.
We're excited about it. So please, guys, get out there, tell somebody about the event. That's how we're gonna make it successful. Get your tickets. Even if you're not, we've had people already that's not even in the area. They're like, well, you know what? I won't be able to attend, but I'll go ahead and purchase a ticket. The tickets are only $12. Okay. So, if you want to support like that, just buy you a ticket. It's $12. If you want to become a vendor,
yep,
we are still accepting applications for vending spots. You just go to, if you're on Facebook or Facebook group, YouTube, we put all the information in the comments. If you are on TikTok, if you go to the YouTube, go to the
link
bio
yep.
in the link tree, all the information is there. Okay, so $12, or you can apply to be a vendor. All right, July 29th, the Medallions Conference Center here in Columbia, South Carolina.
And just so you guys know, I'm looking at the question. Raina, I see you. No, we're not limiting the type of vendors. We really don't care.
Listen,
this is not a vending. This is not a vending event.
I'm gonna say it like this.
Yeah.
You are gonna have to be very unique with your products, okay, to make yourself stand out.
But this is not. So I want you guys. I want you to understand something. I need y'all to hear this. Please, just think of it a different way. We're not here to help you to sell your products. We're creating this event. This event is going to be hopefully here when we're gone. We're creating this event so you can actually expose your business to other people other than your mother, your father, your family, your friends. This is an opportunity to expose your business.
Yep.
If you happen to make a sale and make some money, awesome. But this is a marketing opportunity.
Yep.
This is exposure. So I think a lot of people get these events kind of crisscross and they think, well, I'm going out there and I'm going to make all this money. This is an opportunity. This is an expo. And I want you guys to do yourself a favor and go and look up the word expo and what it actually means. We're definitely having an expo. We don't care. We don't care if you're vending paper towels. What is your product? What is your service? Your business? Be unique. If you want to stand out and you want to get contacts, because there's going to be some people that are going to be doing the same things. That has nothing to do with me.
You got to be unique.
Yeah,
with it,
that may turn you off from coming to the event, but this is not that type of event. When we went to the expo, there were people selling the same things. But that didn't stop them from getting out there and sharing their information.
They were selling the same products, but you're right. They had a way to market theirs to get our attention, to get your attention. So you have to be able to market and do something different. Okay. I hear people all the time, well, the market is saturated. If you make your business stand out, it won't be. Because what's different about your business than someone else's? You have to figure that part out. You can sit
the same two vendors next to each other, and one can be on their phone checking their social media, and the other one can be interacting with customers. One could be sitting down behind the table doing the social media, and the other one could be standing up outside of their area. And that's what most of the vendors were. They were out front.
Yep.
They were out front.
Yep.
I get it, but folks get the word mixed up. Absolutely.
They do.
And you know why they get it mixed up? In my opinion, is because we're not educated. We're entertained. But that's another topic. But we're going to go ahead and take off, guys. We are 3 minutes over. Make sure you connect with us on social media. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. We come on every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be live again today, doing some sublimation things. We got some other stuff to do. But guys, just stay plugged in.
Yeah.
Regardless of if you're able to make it. And I want you to think about this in this sense. If you rock with us, if you deal with us, drop some money on the event, whether you can come or not. It's $12. That's going to help to keep the event going. Yeah. We're not asking for sponsors. We're not at that level yet. Yeah. We're not asking for sponsors. If you cannot come and you know somebody who's there, somebody's already talking about donating tickets.
Yep.
But $12 to come and get some amazing information and to be able to surround yourself around some amazing business owners.
Yep.
That's it. And if that is too much, then the event is not for you.
Yeah.
If it is something that you're interested in doing, you can check the link on the bio. That's the link tree. If you want to be a vendor, it's there, or you can go to the Facebook. Please fill out the application if you want to be a vendor, and please go ahead and get your tickets because they're going to stay that price online, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. We will see
Open up.
everybody at the top because there's too many
Bye,
people
y'all.
struggling at the bottom. Peace.